Going to start. So, welcome to Twilight and Lullabies, a peaceful, reflective time to end our day together and to lay it down, kind of lay down the day and breathe in the gift of evening, the gift of the end of the day, the gift of darkness. So, we have our opening song that's the same song we do every time. Evening falls, the day is ending. All my work, I lay it down. Let it rest until tomorrow. Day is done. Lay it down. Let's do that together. Evening falls, the day is ending. All my work, I lay it down. Let it rest until tomorrow. Day is done. Lay it down. Lay it down, your every burden. Evening shadows gather round. Come, sweet night, and gentle darkness. Day is done. Lay it down. Evening falls. Evening falls. The day is ending. All my work, I lay it down. Let it rest until tomorrow. Day is done. Lay it down. Lay it down, every burden. Evening shadows gather round. Come, sweet night, and gentle darkness. Day is done. Lay it down. Come, sweet night. Come, sweet night, and gentle darkness. Day is done. Lay it down. Let it rest. Lay it down. Oh. Wow. I love singing that song. Thank you all for joining me in whatever way you did. And if you have a candle, I always invite you to bring a candle. It's be a great time to light it. I've got a couple lit here, one in front of me, and then one behind me. I'm not sure you can see it. I'm going to back out a little bit, but there's a candle behind me that's kind of more for you all. Yeah. So in terms of the the evening, kind of the context that I'm feeling about tonight, the wildfires are just so with us, so that can't help but be part of what we're all holding, whether we're in the middle of it or just witnessing it from afar. It's either way, it's hard to see your fellow humans and four-leggeds and wingeds and trees going through so much. So we are going to hold that tonight. And then I'm also very aware that the High Holy Days are beginning, I think, tomorrow night with Rosh Hashanah. And it's a time of, as I understand it, a time of reflection, a time of looking back over the year. And there's a lot of words for this kind of thing, but I'll just use my own words, and I hope they're kind of near. But just a time of a bit of reflection and perhaps an assessment of what's undone or what could have been better or what needs to be mended before the end of the year. So maybe a time of restitution, of atonement, even forgiveness. a very special time, starting Rosh Hashanah and then for 10 days after. So somehow those two themes come together for me, that we have some atoning to do with Mother Earth, you know, and that the atonement, another way you can break down that word is at one meant, to be at one, and to find our at oneness again. Can you mute, my dear? Welcome. So, in the spirit of at one-ment, I want to acknowledge a little bit about some of the native peoples who tended the land with fire. You all know that they did very good land management through fire, through careful fire. And I've just thought of some of the areas that have been burning this week or this month, and want to name some of the tribal peoples that tended that land and are still on that land. In Portland, one of the tribes is the Multnomah people. In Olympia, Nisqually people. And in Rogue River area, Medford area of Oregon, the Latgawa people. Out in Spokane, eastern Washington, of course, the Spokane Nation. And in Sacramento, the Nisinan, among many other native folks there. And Miwok also around Sacramento, but also in the Point Reyes area. So those are all areas that have been affected or are near affected areas, and I really want to just say their names, you know. Yes, we need some atoning and some at-oneing with our land. Oh, and there's a little reading that someone sent me that I thought I'd share. It's quite beautiful. It's by a woman named Sadie Whit. I'm not sure that's how to pronounce her name. Might be Sadie. And she says, "Do not forget that the ashes falling from the sky are all that remains of the pine and grass and thistle and bear and coyote and deer and mouse that could not escape. Scoop some of them up in a sacred manner. Take it to your altar. Call in rain. Remind fire that it is full and has gobbled enough and can rest. May all beings be safe. May all beings be loved. May all beings be remembered. May all beings be mourned." So in the spirit of at-one-ment and in honor of the High Holy Days, let's sing Return Again by Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Join me. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return, return again, return let the sound really resonate. Go into your body. Notice that singing is a physical attuning, at oneing, and that you are vibrating in your throat, in your chest, maybe in your face. Sometimes we don't notice that because we focus too much on the sound. So I invite you to feel how your body is returning to the home of the body, the heartbeat, the ribs vibrating, the groundedness of your sitting, your feet on the floor. Let's sing just a little more, feeling your whole body vibrating and releasing on this song. Return to who you are. Return to what you are. Return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return, return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Breathing deeply. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Let's just stay with this for a moment or two. Closing your eyes if you wish. Breathing deeply, feeling your body, resting wherever it is. Feeling the ground under your feet. It may just be a floor or a carpet, but with your imagination, just you can stretch your roots down. Find that land way down deep. With its waters way underground, with its rocks and stones, with its little underground critters. Press your feet down into the floor and touch that. The mother, the source. And breathe up through your feet, drawing in that connectedness. We're never as far away from this root as we feel, we urban dwellers anyway. It really is right there. And maybe with a few of your out breaths, just breathe down gratitude, down through your legs and feet, down, down into the underground web of life. Breathing in sustenance and strength. Breathing out gratitude and at-one-ment. And maybe bring to mind one place on Mother Earth that you treasure, that gives you peace, gives you joy. Where you feel connected. And just let your imagination fill your heart with that memory and that place. There may be some tenderness that you feel, knowing how fragile it can be. There may be some sorrow. But in any case, whatever the feelings are, let the connection be there, because that's the root of our ability to rise up and protect and defend our precious mother. Return to who you are. Return to what you are. Return to where you are. Born and reborn again. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. So, building on that, I have a new song this week, as I almost always do. And it's it just builds on what we just shared together. So it's very easy for you. Because it's an echo song. So I sing a very short phrase and you sing it right after me. You've done this kind of thing a million times. It'll be very easy. There's one place, and you have the words, it's called Oh Mother Earth if you want them, but you don't really need them. There's just one place in the structure of the song where there is not an echo, and it's the part that says, Oh Mother Earth, may the rivers run, may the trees stand tall. And we sing that all together. Okay. Don't be afraid to sing out. I don't know if you're alone or with people, but either way, this is such an opportunity to heal ourselves through song. I mean, it's wonderful to listen to song, but believe me, it is infinitely better to sing. Oh Mother Earth, I come to you, I come to you, lay down my heart in the name of truth, in the name of I am your child. You give me all. Okay, all together. Oh Mother Earth, may the rivers run, may the trees stand tall. We'll do that part again. Oh Mother Earth, may the rivers run, may the trees stand tall. Nice, all right. Now this is one I've rewritten since you got the words, so don't worry if we are on different words now and then. Oh sacred earth, we've gone too far. The land is burning and the skies are dark. Falling on my knees in penitence, rising up as a warrior to offer my life in your defense. Let's do that together. Rising up as a warrior to offer my life in your defense. Oh Mother Earth, please hear my prayer. Our time is short, but I'm still here. My roots go deep. I will not fall. Oh Mother Earth, may the rivers run, may the trees stand tall. I am your child. I will not fall. May the trees stand tall, Mother Earth. Oh, Mother Earth, may the rivers run. May the trees stand tall. Oh, Mother Earth. Oh, I like that one. I love how you all inspire me to write new songs every week. It is a great gift. I can't tell you. Yeah. Okay. You know, I've so now we get to the part of the evening that I am so excited about, which is this whole theme about goodness. And I put this in the invitation, but I just want to say it again. Well, I didn't say this in the invitation. Every now and then, David and I sit down and we look at things on YouTube of cute baby videos. Not cute kitty, but cute baby. And there's infinite varieties. And if you are ever down and feeling like there's no hope, just turn on some of those babies. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. But he showed me this one this week that actually I cried. I mean, it was so heartbreakingly beautiful. And you'll see it in a minute. I'm going to actually show it to you. The goodness of this child, it was mind-blowing. And I just, as I felt this, and every time I thought of his little face, I'd start crying again. And I just felt what was so healing about it, that the images we are getting, no matter how much you screen your media, it gets through, and we're getting all these images of degraded humanity, of toxic humanity. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, on all levels, from the streets to the government, you name it. And it can't help but wear away at a feeling of goodness about humanity, which includes ourselves, because we're humans. So I want to spend the rest of the evening really focusing on our fundamental goodness, our innate goodness, and the incredible power of that. And I want to start with a wonderful, wonderful writing of Naomi Shihabnai, wonderful poet. Many of you know her from her famous poem, Kindness. This is kind of a prose poem. It's a bit long, but it's just riveting to me. It's called Wandering Around an Albuquerque Airport Terminal. She is a Palestinian poet, and she's going to be doing something on Zoom next Tuesday night. I don't know yet what it is, but if anybody knows about it, put it in the chat, okay? All right, so listen, this is a wonderful story. After learning my flight was detained 4 hours, I heard the announcement. Oh, I've got to just put myself on speaker, sorry. Here we go. After learning my flight was detained 4 hours, I heard the announcement. If anyone is in the vicinity of gate 4A and understands any Arabic, please come to the gate immediately. Well, one pauses these days. Gate 4A was my own gate. I went there. An older woman in full traditional Palestinian dress, just like my grandma wore, was crumpled to the floor, wailing loudly. Help, said the flight service person. Talk to her. What is her problem? We told her the flight was going to be 4 hours late, and she did this. I put my arm around her and spoke to her haltingly. Shudawa, shu beduk, habibti, stani, shwe, min fadlik, shobit sewi. The minute she heard any words she knew, however poorly used, she stopped crying. She thought our flight had been canceled entirely. She needed to be in El Paso for some major medical treatment the following day. I said, no, we're fine. You'll get there. Just late. Who is picking you up? Let's call him and tell him. We called her son, and I spoke with him in English. I told him I would stay with his mother till we got on the plane and would ride next to her, southwest. She talked to him. Then we called her other sons, just for the fun of it. Then we called my dad, and he and she spoke for a while in Arabic and found out, of course, that they had 10 shared friends. Then I thought, just for the heck of it, why not call some Palestinian poets I know and let them chat with her? This all took up about 2 hours. She was laughing a lot by then, telling about her life, answering questions. She had pulled a sack of homemade mamul cookies, little powdered sugar, crumbly mounds stuffed with dates and nuts, out of her bag, and was offering them to all the women at the gate. To my amazement, not a single woman declined one. It was like a sacrament. The traveler from Argentina, the traveler from California, the lovely woman from Laredo. We were all covered with the same powdered sugar and smiling. There are no better cookies. And I noticed my new best friend, by now we were holding hands, had a potted plant poking out of her bag, some medicinal thing with green furry leaves. Such an old country traveling tradition. Always carry a plant. Always stay rooted to somewhere. And I looked around that gate of late and weary ones and thought, this is the world I want to live in. The shared world. Not a single person in this gate, once the crying confusion stopped, had seemed apprehensive about any other person. They took the cookies. I wanted to hug all those other women too. This can happen anywhere. Not everything is lost. So I don't usually do this, but I'm going to show you this 1-minute video of a little, I'm going to call him a bodhisattva, which is a Buddhist term for one who returns over and over many lifetimes, long after they've cleaned up their karma and could go on to happier realms, and they come back to help others liberate and become whole. Anyway, enjoy this and watch carefully because it goes really fast. Okay.
So you know how I put you to bed last night?
Uh-huh.
Well, I got really hungry and I ate all of your candy. I'm sorry.
You're just joking. You didn't eat all my candy.
I did. I was really hungry.
Well, what is some of them?
I know, but I was really hungry and I didn't have any other food. I'm really sorry.
Well, you should eat some food from in here.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
You need to. Mommy, I'm not mad at you. It's okay.
There are no words. So, let's sing I Want to See Through a Child's Eyes. We sang this about a couple of weeks ago. It's another new one, but it just felt like we got to sing this again. Oh, wow. Similar music to Oh Mother. I didn't realize that. Well, okay. Okay. I Want to See with a Child's Eyes. We'll do this a couple of times so you can pick it up. Oh, now I have to think. How does this go? Oh my God, I've got it mixed up with Oh Mother. Just give me a sec here. Oh, I got it. Okay. I want to see with a child's eyes. I want to love with a child's heart. I want to live with a child's hope all of my life. I want to know what the child knows. I want to go where the child goes. I want to trust where my heart flows all of my life. Let's go back and do those again. I want to see with the child's eyes. I want to love with the child's heart. I want to live with the child's hope all of my life. I want to know what the child knows. I want to go where the child goes. I want to trust where my heart flows all of my life. Wisdom. falls. Here we go. Wisdom falls like a leaf from a tree. Wisdom calls from the child inside of me. So let me see, let me hope, let me love, let me know, let me walk hand in hand with the child in me. Let me see, let me see, let me hope, let me love, let me know, let me walk hand in hand with the child in me. Yeah. Oh. So have you noticed a slight mood elevation in the last 10 minutes or so? Oh my goodness. Well, I give such gratitude just to the gift of song. It's gotten me through my whole life. I was talking to somebody the other day who talked about keeping journals from the time she was in junior high, and she's now 60, and that she has almost all of them. And I have journals that go back to maybe when I was in my 30s, which is a good 30, almost 40 years ago. But I wrote songs during high school. That's what got me through, was just pouring out my heart through my guitar. And here we are, keeping that ritual going. So I didn't warn you at the beginning, but I'm going to warn you. We're going to go over, I always do. I think I'm going to just give up and call this an hour-long program and aim to end early, rather than calling it 45 minutes and always ending late. Don't you think that's a wise strategy? I'm learning. So forgive me if you have to go at 6:45, please. I understand, but I hope you can stay a little longer. So oh my God, I have got a whole experiment now. This is new. There is this amazing song by Laura Love from Seattle. Nadine, you might know her, or Sasha, or Paul, who is from Seattle. I forget who else is from Seattle. But in any case, Laura Love, really wonderful woman, African-American and Native American maybe, or white, anyway, mixed race, but a very strong singer. And she wrote this song after she had a very painful personal a trauma, really, where a neighbor and so-called friend actually got very violent with her. So she wrote this song after that traumatic experience, and it just struck me that it was perfect for this theme of goodness. So what's new, what I'm doing tonight that's like, I can't believe I'm doing this, is I actually pre-recorded a piano part to this because it really needs piano, and I'm going to sing over the piano part. And if it doesn't work, forgive me, be nice to me. It's going to be very humiliating if it doesn't work, but I think it's going to be all right. I'm going to give it a shot. So let me just get it set up. All right, and get you all set up, and then get the lyrics set up. Okay, here we go. I hope you can hear it. Good luck. It's been a mean, cruel season. It's been crazy, crazy hard, and for no good reason. My universe has come apart. I've been so uneasy, and I'm trying not to burn, 'cause I know that it's kindness that we're all here to learn. I do believe in goodness, I still believe in love, 'cause I know the power of a gentle touch when the going gets rough. And I will not be bitter, I will not be small, 'cause if I choose to harden my heart, I'm nothing at all. Sing that with me. I still believe in goodness, I still believe in love. I know the power of a gentle touch when the going gets rough. I will not be bitter, I will not be small, if I choose Some days I don't get up, go out of my room. I'm so broken hearted, I don't even know how to get my clothes together, to put one shoe on, lace up those strings, open the door and carry on. But I still believe in goodness, I still believe in love. Try it. I know the power of a gentle touch when the going gets rough. And I will not be bitter, I will not be small. 'Cause if I choose to harden my heart, I'm nothing at all. I know I should be thankful for this precious life of mine, but there have been times, I must admit, I thought about dying. But I know that's not the answer. The answer is love. And I know somehow it's up to me to rise above. And I still believe in goodness, I still believe in love. 'Cause I know the power of a gentle touch when the going gets rough. I will not be bitter, no, I will not be small. 'Cause if I choose to harden my heart, I'm nothing at all. If I choose to harden my heart, I'm nothing at all. Yeah, thank you, Laura Love. Check her out. She sings that on, I think, YouTube. Thank you, thank you. It was kind of nice to not be with my guitar and just kind of like, I don't know. That was fun. And yeah, a little more upbeat than what we think of for Twilight and Lullabies, but it just felt right. By the way, I found so much material on the theme of goodness that I'm going to do that next week. Next week's going to be interesting. Um, I decided to do a live program, and what I want to do is a night of requests from you. Oops, sorry. That's sorry about that. Bye bye. Please leave. Yeah, so requests from you. If some of you are familiar with my material throughout the years, if there's a favorite you'd love to hear, let me know. Email me. If you have a song that you just think would be a wonderful song for this group, and if I know it and I think it's a worthy song, I'm happy to sing it. So yeah, let's create this together. Let's co-create it together and see what happens. But I also am going to bring over some of the goodness songs that I couldn't fit in tonight. So it's going to be really, it's going to be great. Okay, so my friends, good news. The section on the good news for the week. 2 pieces of good news, just out of the many, many, many. There's a GoFundMe to raise money for the prisoners or the ex-felons in Florida who are being disenfranchised of their vote by a right-wing court. So if you want to help those people who have served their time pay off their bills so that they can vote, go to like GoFundMe, just Google GoFundMe Felons Florida. You'll find a lot of GoFundMe sites. They're trying to raise $1 million, and there's a number of different individuals aiming for that. So let's all do that. I feel great about donating to that. The other good news is that Governor Newsom, you probably know, in California has signed whatever governor signs that make things happen, that prisoners who have served as firefighters during these fires, when they are out of prison, can now be hired as firefighters. Can you believe they get paid like 2 cents a day to do firefighting in prison, and then when they get out, they can't be firefighters? That has changed. This is good news. This is good news. So we celebrate the good news. We must. Yay. All right. So I've told you about next week. I've told you about requests. And I will just mention, so that Jude doesn't have to do it, that this is a donation-based event. And I know that you all know that. And I know that you give as you can. Just want to invite you again to be part of the circle of giving and sharing. This is a gift to me to offer this to you. And there's, of course, the Buddha taught about the gift of generosity, how it brings joy to the giver and joy to the receiver. So give yourself some joy if you want to, and donate on PayPal or by check. It's all in your invitation, and you'll find me. You'll find me. It'll work out. Yeah, so that's really it. And what I'd like to do, and we're not terribly late, is I want to sing a lullaby. Imagine that. I've got to live up to the billing. And we're going to do a very traditional lullaby. Hush, little baby. Don't say a word. Mama's going to buy you a mockingbird. You remember this one? But the thing I thought about this that made it seem so special for tonight, and I thought about lullabies. Okay, I'm going to have a little soliloquy on lullabies. If you start checking out the words to lullabies, many of them are not very comforting. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. That makes a child feel safe, you know. And then you may know the Hostel Baby Rocking song, Rosalie Sorrells does. There's an island way out in the where the babies all hang up on trees. Oh, this is the way we give babies away with a half a pound of tea. This is in other words, I think lullabies mostly were written for the mothers to keep them from screaming or hitting their children. It really is their catharsis. So this one, I love this one though, because it's all about loss. It's all about impermanence. Everything that baby gets might get broken or not work out. But then it ends with what's the most important thing. You know, at the end of the day, you can lose everything. I have a friend, Elliot Pilshaw, lost everything in a fire years, decades ago. And he described standing on the curb, watching his life go up in flames. And all he felt was gratitude that he was alive and not in those flames. And a kind of a liberation, like, oh, well, all that stuff's gone. Don't have to deal with that anymore. Right? There's a wonderful haiku from one of the great Japanese haiku poets from I think it was the 18th century, 17th century. And it's very short, of course, haiku are. His name is Mizuta Masahide. And he says, since my house burned down, I now have a better view of the rising moon. Since my house burned down, I now have a better view of the rising moon. So let's sing this little lullaby. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. And it ends up again with the only thing that matters. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. If that diamond ring turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. And if that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat won't pull, Mama's gonna buy you a cart and bull. And if that cart and bull turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. If that dog named Rover won't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. If that horse and cart fall down, you'll still be the sweetest little baby in town. That's so sweet. We should do more traditional lullabies. I'm getting around to them week by week. So listen, my friends, I'm very fulfilled by the evening, and I always invite a few of you who would like to offer a blessing or say just a word about what the night has given you, what you're going away with. It's just really nice to hear your voices. So if you want to speak, electronically raise your hand. Why don't we come back to you? Toby, please unmute. Toby, where are you? There you are. Hi,
Oh,
Toby.
briefly. Hi, Betsy.
Hi.
I so look forward to this opportunity to sing with Betsy always, and I don't participate on a weekly basis, but I was really feeling a need for it tonight.
Of course.
I
Absolutely.
feel very fulfilled. You always put out so much love and peace and calm with your song and your voice, and I always feel healed to just be with you. So thank you.
Thank you, Toby. I'm really glad you're here. I want to just talk about Toby for a brief minute. Toby is one of the most heartfelt, dedicated, and I don't want to say tireless because I know you get tired, but unceasing activists I've ever known. She's very active with Code Pink. She leads actions down at Creech Air Force Base to educate soldiers about the dangers of being a drone operator, the dangers to their own mental health, as well as the people they are droning. So Toby, I honor you so much. I'm so glad you're here tonight. And Shastin, it looks like maybe you're able to talk now. True?
I think I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Just a brief blessing, okay? Just a short.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm so happy to sing with you tonight. Um, when we had a really tough week here. I am living in a shelter, and unfortunately, we were exposed to the COVID virus, and I had to wait 7 days to get my results, and I tested negative, but it was so hard to sit and wait. And singing with you tonight just brought all the joy up, which I know is always inside of me. I need to focus more, but tonight was so special. And I finally got my hands on a guitar, and I will be singing by myself, to myself, or anybody else that wants to be around. But I realize I've known every day, but how important music is to me. And to be singing with you, Betsy, just got me through this.
Mm.
So thank you for being there, and thank you for singing.
Oh,
You mean the world to me. Thank you.
oh, Shastin, thank you. We've been singing together a long time, Shastin and I.
Yes, we
And I'm
have.
grateful for
Yeah,
your
thanks,
personal.
Betsy.
Thank you, hon. Okay, Patty, let's end with Patty Boucher, another dear friend.
Yes. First,
Yay.
I just want to thank you and tell you that the singing really, I really needed to cultivate the joy. But what really helped was the two sentences you had before the beautiful video of the child, acknowledge in the dark, because a lot of the meditation sanghas I'm going to is focusing on love and peace and harmony and joy and love. Hey, it's dark out there. We have to honor the dark. And then I can let go. And then I can let go and go into the joy. And so I wanted to thank you for remembering there's a lot of people suffering around the world right now, and we really have to honor them. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Patty, and thanks for naming that. And you're absolutely right. And if it's not named, then we all carry it quietly inside, and it drags us down. So you're so right. Yeah. Oh, and I remember now that Benet really wanted to send something, some kind of heart connection to those who've lost homes, those who've lost lives, those who've lost loved ones, and to all the critters. So I think we'll just end with a moment of silence, breathing into our hearts and breathing out from our hearts, extending that warmth of loving kindness and compassion. May we all be sources of light and love for all that we touch. May we all find deep courage from the deep roots of our connectedness to the earth and to each other. May all beings be safe and well and free.